All of these cameras going up all over the place, all of these charges we're supposed to pay to drive into certain areas all the time, and all the fines we have to pay if we don't, it all relies on a certain very important thing: compliance. Do we comply or don't we? I've brought you stories over the last couple of days about people that have basically had enough of being told what to do and the fact they've got to pay £12.50 to drive off of their driveway. The latest one was, of course, yesterday with the guy that bought some rather magical number plates. I did like that one. Well, Birmingham have its own version of the ULEZ zone that London has, and things aren't going very swimmingly up there. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing alright. I'm not too bad. Let me know how you are in the comments. Everything's alright where you are. And don't forget folks, we've got a Discord page set up. If you want to go and have a chat with the other subscribers, it's great because there's a little community thriving over there, and you know, there's friends being made and everything else, and you don't have to wait for me to upload a video. You just get in there and you can chat with the mods and me when I pop in and say hello to people all of the time. It's really great. And we did a live Sunday where it was quite obvious that it was a useful tool for a couple of people in there. There is a link in the description which will take you over there. Go and have a look. It lists all of my social media stuff actually. Well, Birmingham, it's not going very swimmingly. They have their own version of the ULEZ up there, the clean air zone. We see these clean air zones popping up here, there and everywhere. Now, as I discussed in a live I did with the Funky Prepper a week or two ago, we were talking about the idea of they drip feed little changes all of the time. That way it's not so much of a shock where they go poof, and 2030 seems to be the deadline year for all of this nonsense. So with these clean air zones and with these ULEZ things, they have to put cameras up here, there and everywhere to keep an eye on stuff, don't they? Funny that. Yes, they can be used to track all sorts of things. Well, there's been a lot of fines dished out up at Birmingham because people won't pay the clean air zone charges. They're basically sticking two brummy fingers up like that and saying we're not doing it. And, you know, a load of fines have been issued. And again, they've stuck another two brummy fingers up and saying we're not paying it because it's not fair, it's unjust and too much. Well, after a lot of pressure, the council up there have backed down. Do you know how many fines have been overturned? 50,000. Yes. And there's another 20,000 being looked at being overturned now. That's 70,000 fines issued and 70,000 fines overturned. You've got to ask yourself, how much does it cost to administer all of this? Not only issuing them, employing the staff member to issue them, unless it's automatic, which is quite a probable thing, and then the administration costs of overturning the things, not to mention the costs of installing all the infrastructure in the first place. I've said before, I've got family near Birmingham, a great aunt and uncle, but I've not really had the need to go there for a long time. Our nearest ULEZ zone that we have is London. I go up there, pay £12.50, and then I drive out of London and my mouth feels like I've been rolling it and rinsing it around in an aluminium drink for the last couple of hours. Don't get me started. But again, it's resistance. People are saying we're not having it. And this is spreading around and around and around. If you've got stories from your area about any of this that you might know, drop me an email, let me know. I'll put them in front of people. Or if you're in London or any of these other areas and you've got a novel way of saying again, let me know. It'd be great to hear from you. Anyway, I'm off. I'll see you with one more shortly. Toodaloo.